So I was just sat down here, drinking my cup of tea from my Jesus is my superhero mug. I actually got given this for free. I think it was this. I bought something on eBay and I realised that they were a Christian seller, private seller, because they had a load of Christian things, including this. So I bought this, and because I had things of theirs in my watch list, they messaged me saying, if you want those things that you're watching, I'd do them for like even cheaper than what the price is. I thought, oh, that's nice. But yeah, we had a little message back and forth. I told them about my son Isaiah, and they go, oh, we got a t-shirt with Isaiah on it if you're interested. But at the time I just wanted the cup, and there was a baby grow as well. I said, I think it said fearfully and wonderfully made, or something like that, or I can't remember what it said now. It was a while ago. But yeah, when I bought the cup and it arrived in the post, they'd put those other items in for free. Bless them. So Isaiah had a t-shirt with Isaiah on it, and he also had a baby grow, which was actually too small for him. That's why I didn't buy it. Yeah, it was a lovely baby grow. It was just a shame it wouldn't fit him because it was for a newborn. But then 4 months later, Joshua arrived, and it obviously fitted him perfect. So it's funny how things happen. But anyway, I was just sitting here contemplating, thinking about things, playing back some videos to see if they actually work, because I have been having problems with this DJI camera, and I'm wondering now whether it's just a corrupted SD card, because I just checked all the footage and all the footage was fine. And I've run out of memory on the internal storage, so I switched it to SD card. So I guess I'll find out on the way home when I record using the SD card. So hopefully it's a corrupted card and there's nothing wrong with the camera, because I have been using the card for everything. And if it is, then at least I won't have to send it off to DJI and be without it for a week or so. So I'm just sat down there thinking about things, looking at things, and it's just like, you tell me why people do this. Beer cans, just litter and rubbish. It's just everywhere. Why do people do that? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's winter time now, so it's, well, it's not winter, it's start of spring. So the leaves are just starting to come on the trees, and it'd be quite pretty when the spring's in effect and everything's budding and looking green and lush. When I was walking down that road towards that farmer, I could see the sea. You can see some of it from here. Can you see that over there in the distance? If I zoom in, it's going to be a bit blurry. Yeah, you can see the sea there. It's quite beautiful. Even more beautiful in late spring, early summer. But yeah, it's just, Wales is quite a beautiful place. It's just horrible when people, dump rubbish everywhere. Well, you might be able to get a better idea of this drop now with my phone. No. Still hard to see. But yeah, still rubbish. The only thing I don't like about that DJI camera, I'm sure I can change settings and stuff. So I got it on a setting called D-Walk. It's the field of view that I'm not liking so much. I'm guessing it has its purpose, but yeah, it's just when you've got the camera on your helmet and you look down at the bike, it looks like a toy bike. I'll open the phone, shows it for what. When you look at it on the DJI camera, the bike looks tiny. My feet look miniature. But yeah, it's not too bad. In regards to dirt, most of the dirt is falling off. So I'm gonna pack all my stuff. I'm gonna pack all my stuff. I'm a bit tired now. Put all my stuff in my Valentino Rossi bag that I've had for years. It used to be my work bag. Now it's my dirt bag. Yeah, so I am feeling very tired now. So I'm gonna jump back on the bike, and I'm quite cold as well. Now that I've got off the bike, I got a bit hot. I'm cold. It's very brisk and cold. Gentle wind. Actually, it's gentle, but it's very cold. I'm starting to get the shakes. So I think I'll get in. I'm gonna have to wash this bike. Can't leave it like that. But it was fun. Got some exercise as well on my long walk. Total distance probably a mile and a half, which ain't too bad. But it was half of that was up a hill. Pushing a bike. So good exercise, I guess. So I'll say goodbye now, and I'll just leave you with this little message if I don't say one at the end of the video using the action cam. I just want to say on this day that Jesus loves you, He died for you, and He rose again on the third day. And whoever believes in Him shall not perish, but will have everlasting life with Him in heaven, our Creator, the Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. God bless you and your families. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. I just went for a little walk off the track, and what I discovered, see if you can spot it. Unfortunately, test anybody got any wisdom out of it? Where they hide off their faces. I hate to see that. I just hope some got saved. Just thought I'd show you that. It's weird, isn't it? It's a golf club. Oh, it's slippery. I wonder how much action this has had. Is it a good one? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Oh, interesting. I'll leave it there. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Been walking around here more, and like, there's a school right there. So I thought, some kids have been bunking off of school, probably coming down here for a smoke. I'm seeing all these wrappers everywhere. You know, I'm smoking the old cannabis, and then I started spotting, what does that say? Cymru, Wales. Nice. See, there's wrappers everywhere. I used to smoke cannabis. I used to love the stuff. Now I despise it. Since becoming a Christian, there's just these wrappers everywhere. And then I started spotting condom wrappers everywhere. So what the heck's going on here? There's the school building. It's just like condom wrappers. I must have seen about 5 or 6 condom wrappers. Either it's kids bunking off school and having a bunk and smoking some cannabis, or something else. But yeah, I was just looking around and I was like, how much money have these kids got? I can see cannabis wrappers everywhere. You know, the cali weed stuff. I was like, I never had that amount of money when I was a kid to go and spend on stuff. I didn't even smoke when I was a kid. That started in my mid-20s. Yeah, but as I was looking around, like, amazed by how many cannabis wrappers are around. Look, literally, you see them? There's like literally hundreds of them. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. Like, literally everywhere you look. See all these pink wrappers? It's literally everywhere. Just in every bush, everywhere you walk. Whoa, 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 slippery. Literally everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's these pink wrappers everywhere. I thought, wow, these kids, man, where did they get all their money from? Look at all those mushrooms on it. Oh, I don't know what type of mushrooms they are. Probably poisonous, don't know. That's the last thing these kids need. Trust me, I've tried all that as well. Yeah, I was like, everywhere I looked there was just these cannabis wrappers. And I picked one of them up. It's not cannabis. It's Whiskers cat food. Ugh. And it's funny because I've seen all different colours as well, mainly the purple ones. I guess they like Whiskers best, but I also seen these as well. Now I probably shouldn't laugh because this can't be kids. Yeah, this can't be kids. So there you are, Sheba. Some more Sheba. But I think they prefer Whiskers. But yeah, this can't be kids. And there's a little fire pit there, which is not much use for a fire, but I think they've gathered this grass to set fire to it. They've got a fire bin there. It looks like it hasn't been used for ages. I was thinking maybe some homeless people were living here, you know. Maybe it was like alright to live here in the summer. What's that? I don't know. Yeah, but maybe there's some homeless people living here. And then I started feeling a bit remorseful. Because this is no way to live. And really with a government, with the amount of money they have, nobody should be homeless. I mean, there are, you know, there are people that choose to and don't want to be part of society, and I can understand why. Some people go through tragedies in their life. I think that might be the rest of that Bible. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's sad. Well, I hope it ended up like this after they've read it and the weather took its toll on it. But yeah, that is the New Testament, Psalms and Proverbs. See Acts there. I just hope that it gave them some peace when they were reading that. Why else would it be here? I just hope it gave them peace, and I pray that the reason why they're not here today, my hope, is that they found the Lord and they turned their life around and were saved, and now they might be helping homeless people. But yeah, it's just, yeah, it's sad if people have been living here homeless. You know, they would have been in despair. And yeah, our government, you know, they got so much money and they're willing to throw money at all these crazy ideologies and agendas. But our veterans and people of society, you know, it could be people that have worked all their life, and then some tragic thing happens in their life and they give up, and they lose their house, they lose their possessions, everything. The bank's quick to take everything away over debt, and then they end up on the streets and end up living in places like this. What is that? What is it? Don't know. But yeah, it's sad. And government should be doing a lot more to help these people instead of wasting money on stupid agendas. Because I think the government knows what's going to happen. I think they know that people are going to just have enough of it all. Do you know what I mean? Taxes going through the roof, energy prices going through the roof, and they're talking about saving the planet, and they ain't talking about saving the poor. and the vulnerable and the needy and the sick. Do you know what I mean? They suddenly got all this money to waste on stupid things, but they never had money throughout history to help the vulnerable, the real vulnerable people. Do you know what I mean? And those people outnumber any political group. You know, they outnumber them, and it's something that's been going on, you know, for millennia. You know, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And another thing I'd like to say about, you know, is they're quick to send people to war. You know, my father was in, I don't know how many wars. I think last time I heard it was at least 4. I think at least 4 wars, global wars. I say global, I mean, you know, there was the Falklands, I think the Bosnian, the Gulf, who knows. I've been in contact with my dad for a very, very long time. I hope that changes. But yeah, they don't look after these soldiers that have given their life, or not given their life, but put their life on the line for this country, and then this country just treats them like rubbish. Like, you've done your job, you're just a number, you know, that's it. It's disgusting the way the government treats people, you know, it's disgusting. I mean, they certainly got all this money to waste on this rubbish, you know. The carbon tax. Look, without carbon, trees die. Without carbon dioxide, trees die. It's plant food. The more carbon dioxide that's in the air, the greener the planet gets. The greener the planet gets, the more oxygen we have. You know, it's crazy, and that's just one of the stupid wastes of money they're forcing. I don't want to get all political. It makes me sad to, you know, to see and to even know that there's homeless people in the world and the government's not helping them. But then, if you identify with a certain group, or you identify as something that's in their little, I don't know, in their little checkbook, suddenly they've got plenty of money to throw. Let's put it this way, they ain't got money to help the soldiers, right? But they got money to fund the war overseas. That's nothing to do with us. Alright, I'm going to end this video now. I just thought I'd mention that. I was just walking around and started spotting things, and I thought, some little rascals have been bunking school, smoking weed and bunking each other. And then it sort of dawned on me that all these pouches I thought was cannabis actually turned out to be cat food. And do you know what I mean? I don't think these homeless people had cats, so they probably pinched a load of cat food from somewhere and ate that for a while, because the wrappers are everywhere. And I actually, saying that, I actually spotted cat food at the top of this field as well. So maybe they were so hungry They couldn't even wait to get to their little resting place and was eating them on the way. Like I said, I keep seeing these pink wrappers everywhere, and I thought it was just cannabis wrappers, some type of cali weed or whatever they're smoking today. I'm a bit out of touch now because it's been over 2.5 years. But then to discover that it was cat food, it dawned on me that these were probably homeless people, vulnerable people. They could have been war veterans, you know. They could have just been family men that have gone through tragedy, or who knows. But, you know, spare some thought for these people while we're sitting in our houses, eating our food, lying in our comfy beds. There's people suffering everywhere, and the government just doesn't seem to care. They only care about one thing. And let's put it this way, all these agendas, all these crazy things they're pushing on people, these politicians, the ruling class, the elites, the pharmaceutical companies, they make a lot of money from pushing this stuff, even this green energy stuff. They're the ones making the money, and they're making everyone else suffer and poorer, and they're causing the shortage of food, if there is a shortage of food. They're causing this world poverty when it was pulling itself out of it pre-COVID. I just said a little buzzword there. No doubt my video will get taken down now. This is the world we live in today, that you can't even mention a certain word. Yeah. Freedom of speech. Wow. Well, I have freedom of speech. Whether they let me speak it or not, it doesn't matter. Right? But I feel for the rest of society, for the rest of the world. Where we're heading is not a nice destination on this planet, at least. But yeah, I mean, like, everyone can see what's happening. Everyone can see that this planet is, they keep saying it, this is the new normal, right? And ever going back to the way we remember it. I used to laugh at old people and they used to say, I remember when all this was fields, you know? And how, you know, now I think how devastating it must have been for them, that over the years they might have been living in one place and then they had the views and fields and valleys and stuff to look at and trees, and then one day there's a housing estate there, or a big ugly concrete building or something, car park, you know. Now I understand what they mean. I used to think, oh come on, you guys all say the same thing. I understand now, but it's not with the landscape, it's not with what buildings and car parks they're making, it's what they're actually doing to humanity. It's what they're pushing in schools, what they're forcing people to put in their bodies. You know, what happened to the old you know who, the flu? That seemed to vanish, didn't it? But we had another one in its place, and it's like the flu basically got scared. Oh my days, he must have been watching the BBC. I reckon the flu virus was watching the BBC and thought, I'm out of it, I'm out of it. I was the dominant one seasonally, but now who's this guy? Who's this guy? He's like me, but on steroids. Yeah, that flu, it had enough. But you know, amazing, isn't it? How you end up with a conflict in Europe, and the flu's like, has he gone? Has he gone? See, the other one, the one on steroids, was scared of wars apparently, and it chipped. It got out of Dodge as soon as the conflict started in you know where, and poor old flu, a bit shaken by the whole thing, you know, made an appearance again. Bless him. Anyway guys, I'm waffling on now. Probably most of you think I'm just talking rubbish, but I like to talk these days. I've got plenty to talk about. I'm not saying I've got the charisma and the suave and the vocabulary to impress or entertain anybody, but I'm just talking into a camera, walking around in circles like a madman at the minute, because I was meant to be jumping on the bike and going home, so I was feeling tired, washing the bike while I've still got some energy left, and chilling for the rest of the day, probably worshipping, and spending some time with the family. Still early, I come out here very early, but yeah guys, if you believe in Jesus Christ, say a prayer for these vulnerable people, say a prayer for them, and pray for our leaders as well that are making all these stupid decisions. Pray for them that they'll have their eyes opened and they'll see the light and know the truth, and then it's up to them, you know, to make that choice, to make a bad choice or to make a good choice, to choose darkness or to choose light. Pray for them. Thank you guys. God bless you all. Take care of your families, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.